squads fare up against one of the finest rosters in the world. And for now, though, Chance, I mean, it's just questions all across the board. Coming out of this series, some of those will be answered. We'll have some form of bar, but a fantastic place to start here on Embassy.
And I'll take the moment on P1, where obviously a difficult hill to accrue a lot of time. Just to give this setup, Atlanta Faze on this map again, a 2-0 record. Most of the hills a little bit back and forth, but P4 is where they have completely set themselves apart. So deeper in the game, we got a long way to go, but I know LAG Academy want to make sure they get off to a decent start.
And this is what a decent start looks like. Joe Deceives, 2 spree, that's 5. 30 seconds remaining on the point, not a whole lot of it accrued by LAG Academy. For those who just joined us, no, do not adjust your set. It is not the full Guerrillas roster, it's the Academy team, as they have managed to weasel their way into Group C and so far with a slight lead, but rotations will be done in a moment, 20 odd out. And you can't complain so far, Chance. LAG Academy looking all right.
And you see Joe Deceives, I mean, his responsibility has just been to lock down this left side of the map and try to keep things under control. Now he's got the dead silence opportunity to make a play and potentially push for those P2 spawns, but where HCod is gonna fall, you see number 8 Assault trying to flank on the mini-map, and well, the AR is trying to putting in work, and the AR just got picked apart. Atlanta, they don't see a single second in P1. They've got this next hill completely locked down.
Big test now, how long can they hold the hill for? Joe Deceives through the back door, breaks in, finds one. Celium caught out as well, and the breaks look good. Abizi, last man up, 4 spree for him. Tactical retreat, nades are out, turns it into a 5. You love to see this from Faze, but the break is good for LAG Academy.
A completely instantaneous break, right? Faze, that's the setup that they want to have. There is only one possible way it gets broken down, and Joe Deceives kicks that door open and rips them apart. So, I mean, hey, this can be a money hill, and it looks like you're going to get taken out of it, but that is just the setup for trades already. Nice moments for LAG Academy early on.
Beautiful stuff. Diamondcon staying alive, Celium there, tames him and makes his way forward. 15 seconds remaining here on the point. We're going to now go towards ACs. That's where the battle is here. And Joe Deceives and Assault, they're the men in position now to find that time. Early kills go their way. You will not see the lead change just yet. LAG Academy with the advantage.
I mean, hey, they've beaten Atlanta Faze on these first 2 hills. Now they're beating him over on this rotation. I see, well, a potential flank for Diamondcon. Yak gets shut down, so Assault knows there's going to be a lot of pressure coming through the front.
And there they come, lining up the hit. Slashes up first. Big wins from Slasher there. Joe Deceives, next man up. Atlanta Faze now making their way forward. A deadly Assault now. Celium finds his second into the hard point. A clean break. Atlanta Faze.
And what a beautiful setup from Atlanta to make that pinch as well, right? 3 players coming in through the front. Celium responsible over towards the, not quite top AC, but that's the players he was taking out. So Atlanta Faze, nice little swarm. That's the break they need to try to get back in this game. And Slasher, the man trying to snap, sets up his teammates for the free trades, though. In a moment like that, final 30 seconds of scrap time should be good to go to Atlanta Faze. So it might have been a rough first 2 hills, but they flipped the switch when they needed.
Smooth sailing there on P3. Number 4 is on its way. Atlanta Faze looking a little slower in the kills department. LAG Academy coming out swinging, but now we go towards the base side of the Embassy. This is a very, very tight hard point. Look for those submachine gun players to have a field day.
And again, this is a hill that Atlanta Faze has utterly dominated in the 2 times that they've played it, but so far that rotation does not look super clean for them. A lot of TAC 56s in the feed though showing up, and that'll be the early picks just to get you into these hallways to try to flood through the doors.
Through the doors we go. Assault man in. Abizi though cuts him down. The first one right through the entryway now. HCod on the stairwell, trying to join Joe Deceives in the feed, and here we go. Atlanta Faze have made themselves in. It's a bit of a pinch. Celium, the last man, somehow staying alive. Celium somehow staying alive. Celium finally taken down by HCod, but he really did take a pound of flesh.
Yeah, that is a nervous moment for HCod and his teammates getting him picked apart as he's doing the ring around the rosy, but at least he get back in time. And again, for a hill that has been dominant for Atlanta Faze, maybe it's going to end up dominant once again. HCod and Assault, last man standing. The pinch is in. HCod cannot deliver the gunfight, so Atlanta Faze deliver the scrap.
Finally get the scrap. 10 seconds remaining. It's all going to go the way of Faze. A lead change for now, but over to the kitchen we now go. LAG Academy going to be the first ones in again. Rotation chance looking good so far. The fundamentals are all there.
And now we'll see though if the fundamentals can hold up and stop Abizi and the boys from making the pinch. I mean, Abizi already 12 kills to his name. Celium not far behind, and every single door being attacked, but every single door is being covered. LAG Academy, they still get the setup that they want. They're backing the ARs down, and you took down the tears to open up this hill. Atlanta Faze not having a ton of fun right now trying to get inside kitchen.
Trying to bait a little bit of noise out there. Assault holding the line down. He's a vet. He knows that play's never going to work. Now Celium, he's up next. Assault gets it again. 4 down, Atlanta Faze.
And now you got Atlanta Faze. I mean, hey, the pressure's on. LAG have the lead. I want to hear how the comms of Atlanta sound with their back against the wall.
There is flank top AC.
Flank top AC, I'm flanking him. Top AC, guys. Where'd he go?
Top AC dead. Mid lane, nice.
Is that mid lane? I don't see mid
I
lane.
didn't hear that at all.
Spawn mid. Spawn orange. Back door, one shot. Right corner dead.
What's the big plan, I think?
I'm trophy on
They
new.
needed me on time. I need help.
On you,
Back door dead. Nice, good
Nice.
push out.
I'm gonna try to go top AC.
Could be spawning orange. They spawn orange. They spawn orange.
Hear you.
No, he's already top AC, guys. Exceed.
I'm flanking
He's
that.
top bridge, I think.
Front laundry.
I don't see a top AC.
Nailed it.
You have top mail?
Top AC. Assault top AC. He's still there. He's still there. He's on the bridge now.
On time. I'm trolling my laundry.
Yeah,
Chance
yeah,
got time.
He's got
Nice,
top.
good up.
Nice.
Shot time.
Oh, cafe in time. Front laundry in time. Laundry in time.
Laundry. He landed on.
Bridge dead, bridge dead. Nice
Laundry.
little
Laundry. He's exceed. He went front laundry. Front laundry.
Trying to hold the
Front
top.
laundry exceed. He's still
Still
there.
there.
Top AC dead.
Alright, I'm spawning
I'll see
P2
Sky
right
front
now.
laundry.
They're spawning tennis. They're spawning
He's
tennis.
below me, bottom bridge.
Last one mid. Or like halls. I don't see him on
Alright, Sky
time.
went bottom.
Stun
Can we top
hold.
bridge now? Can we top me?
Top mail.
Can we top?
I have
I
time.
can't have your orange and laundry. Can we top?
Stay top mail,
Top
right?
bridge. Weak.
Okay.
Exceed. He's still top bridge. He's on a. He's like on
Yo,
a.
new right now.
God box,
New
God
weak
box,
assault.
God box.
Yo, assault new.
He's on
God
God
box,
box,
laying down.
MC.
Alright, all dead.
Nice assist.
Where MC? I'm coming to help you. I'm coming to help you.
Last one halls. I'm trying to get a trophy
Exceed.
on you.
He's got ball, exceed.
I agree help MC.
Exceed dead. Nice.
Onto the guy.
They're spawning back A plat
They can
or like tennis.
I'm gonna try to
Hold
get the flank.
time.
Nice. They're spawning
laundry.
sign. They're spawning sign. They're gonna go.
Deja vu all over again for Atlanta Faze. An interesting P1 hill that they have delivered into at least getting this setup over towards P2, but already they're having to abandon time. You see the streaks coming in. LAG Academy seems like so far they have some answers.
No complaints whatsoever. Celium starting to heat things up in this game. No 16-9 for the Wonder Kid. Diamond Con joining him in the feed now, looking towards the backside of the hard point. Here comes the break from Cell, trying to make his way in. Exceed's got that door covered. He can't hit Celium from where he is, but Abizi now in. You've got a bit of coverage, but Exceed, here he comes. Perfect work out of Celium. Next, coming through the front lines now. Can he find any more? Yes, he does. It's a 4 spree. Now for Celium, Slasher with the exploding cars. Surely that's more hard point time Atlanta Faze.
And in all honesty, that's just an awkward moment with the doors. If that like back door is swung open and Celium his face, you could get out of the hill and get that kill, but because of that little placement, Atlanta Faze get the scrap time, and obviously they had to deal with the precision, so it's not like it's a full 60, but they are back in the game. And again, for Atlanta Faze, they made up for the mistakes on P2. Last time you had for LAG Academy, they got broken down on this hill. They need to hold on.
This is a great hold right now from LAG Academy. All bases covered. How will Faze hit this one? A couple of members up top. Trophy Systems are going to be there. The crossfire is taken care of. Simno trying to advance. No, Diamond Con gets it. Abizi still there. No, Diamond Con gets it. 5 spree.
You call him the Diamond Con. In a moment like this, he is the Diamond back, ready for these gunfights. And again, making up for the breakdown last time if it was Celium that killed the player top AC.
Oh.
And well, maybe Celium will just be able to do the exact same thing through the front. But LAG Academy already much better go around on this AC hill. Perfect feed right there for him. They got the rotation to do as well. And I mean, Miles, they got a 40-point lead against some of the best players in the world. The Academy guys are looking good.
They came to play for sure. Final 10 here on AC. Next hard point's in. Back to the bottom side of the embassy we go. Diamond Con's got the cross covered. How many players can he catch out? Because now Faze, they are lining up the defenses. Diamond Con trying to soften them up. Exceed's going to be the man to go in. Here comes the breach and clear. Exceed's in, catches out 1. Any more damage to be had? Here is Abizi gets involved. No, and LAG Academy, it's another 4 down.
Not even a pop-off there from Exceed. He just fried 3 players on Atlanta Faze, and he stayed locked in the moment. I mean, this is incredible embassy gameplay through and through, man. Like, the game plan that LAG Academy has brought on this map, I mean, nearly flawless. These guys are making pros. Honestly, at this moment, look average.
Exceed on a 5. 30 seconds remaining on this one, and it looks like Atlanta Faze may be calling it. They're going straight over towards kitchen. They're going to let most of this time go. Joe Deceives right out of the men's bathroom, right into the hearts of Faze. Kills going their way, hard point rotations as well.
Hey, dude, what a moment, man. The pros couldn't take Faze down on this map. The pros couldn't take Atlanta Faze down on a map on hard point, and LAG Academy looking to make that statement right off the jump. Maybe, though, good news for Atlanta. You get set up over towards kitchen. You get a moment to breathe, try to regain, but that is a 100-point gap between these two squads. LAG, as long as they just stay on pace, keep the teamwork up, they will win this match.
Well, this is where the hold has to be magnificent. The comeback starts now for Atlanta Faze. Kitchen all good. Trying to keep these members of LAG Academy pinned down. That's what Celium's doing. Look at that in the feed. Gets himself a 5 spree. Streaks are on the menu. If he can take care of Joe Deceives, and he does.
Yeah, wrong man to fight right there. Selling every single player, try to challenge him. Every single player is going to fall, so got to pick a new avenue of attack. Selling clearly 27-14, the wrong man to win gunfights against. Pick somebody else.
Saul's trying to make his way through the back door of the kitchen now. Here comes Joe Deceives as well. The two-man hit. Sellium once again. Sellium flying forward into the death. As time's still going the way of Atlanta Faze. So far, it has been literally perfect. The kills again, Faze are alive.
A 100-point lead, shot down to about 60. So Faze starting to put in a little bit of work, and the SMGs maybe starting to fly. But obviously, this is a P1 hill, tough to accrue time. If I'm LAG Academy, honestly, it is get those ARs out of the power positions and just get extra 2 or 3 seconds here, extra 2 or 3 seconds there. You can start throwing your body just a little bit towards the point.
Faze starting to heat things up, though. Again, you see where they're taking these gunfights. Slasher, though, slow and steady. Top side's all good. Now that opens up an avenue of attack now for LAG Academy to find their way forward. Again, the Vaznevs. It is non-stop jump challenges. And here we go, Chance. LAG are in.
And then again, every single second makes such a massive difference. Joe Deceives from in the hill actually backing these players down. And in the meantime, by the way, DiamondCon is sort of roaming over towards the P2 area. He picks up a massive double kill. And even while he gets traded for LAG Academy, I was thinking maybe dive inside the hill and build up that lead just a little bit more. But Atlanta Faze has kept things contained, and we're back to P2. Where Atlanta Faze have had mixed results so far. Now they need it to be perfect, and that is not the start they needed.
No, it is. That's tough, man. Beezy's on a bit of a spree. Sim trying to get there as well. You managed to clear out the new hard point. Eyes on Joe Deceives, though. He's going to be the next man in. The backside of the door covered. No trophies just yet now for Atlanta Faze. You have to worry about all sorts being thrown at you. Hard points open. 2 players through the back line as well. Here it comes.
And they haven't read the pinch, not at least in its entirety. So many players in the back for LAG, and they break it down instantly. So full flanks come through at the same time as the precision, but Atlanta Faze, they do not have these spawns.
They're not there yet. They've got to fly forward. The kills are there. Now you've got the last few men in for LAG Academy. 10 seconds for the win, and we see the first major upset here in Raleigh. Sellium's got to go big. Can you get there in time? Is anyone going to be there? The answer is maybe. It's a second. Go, Faze, go. Onto the point. Dive. No chance in hell. Game 1. LAG Academy.
This sniper, especially so on this map, and this is one of those maps, if you can lock down the middle lane with a snipe, it just buys you so many different access points, gets you so much information for Atlanta Faze of maybe go back and pick up the bomb.
All right, information. Exceed just saw a ton of faces. You know the hits coming over towards B, stun check, not going to amount to too much. All of this going down, typical play out of Slasher, the island man, bottom right-hand side. And here come Faze through the front door, immediately taking care of Joe. There's one. DiamondCon can get anything with a snipe. No! Selling once again. Faze with a lightning star.
Yeah, Selling, I think, saw the flash of the sniper, but wanted his picture taken, but the snap was just not there. That is a way to just bully out the B site. Wow. I mean, it is normally A that gets hit. Faze, no care in the world. Now, BZ is going to fall, but Atlanta still have the man advantage, still have the plant, and obviously all of the information. They got both players trapped on that side.
It's mid-map covered as well from Slasher, so all bases covered. The problem now, the 1v1 gunfights. What is that? Sellium, 30 seconds on the clock. Here come LAG Academy, no problem though. Sim's got the cross. In the event that you do get in there, it is nothing but trouble now for Assault here in round 1.
And that is, yeah, truly the setup. Assault, I don't even know what that nade just blew up inside the 10 building there, but it at least killed Sellium, but that was quite literally the perfect setup from Atlanta. Talked about their S&D, the struggles have been there. You know it's going to be a focus point coming into the major. Not only do they bully out the site perfectly, the bait and switch is on point. Obviously, Sully knows all the nerdy wall bang spots, but the setup they had towards the end, Slasher watches the full point of the middle of the map. Simp knows he only has to look one direction. Selly knows he can use Simp as the bait in the moment. So that is a perfectly played round number 1 for Atlanta. Exactly the way to bounce back from, well, map number 1.
Indeed. How long will the bounce last though? You're going to need all the momentum in the world to recover from that previous map. But here we go. It's a lot of love towards the A site for LAG Academy. Slasher is there to give a helping hand. C dives to safety, but he won't find anything but a couple of shots through the wall.
He's able to take down Slasher, and you see it easy. Got his first kill towards the middle of the map. So number 5 DiamondCon is staring straight down the gun, and Simp, if he tries to flank, number 8 Assault is going to be watching it, but Beezy finds the pick. So now you're down a man to try to watch 3 different angles.
Tremendous pressure now. LAG Academy, and see what you made of. Eyes on at least one there. Assault, he's going to challenge this. Oh, it's a big challenge, not enough. Sellium's there to pick it up. Simp now has managed to make his way through the top side. All down to Joe Deceives. He's got himself a corner. He's found one. Numbers, though, once again, do not pan out. Atlanta Faze, there's the defuse, and that's round 2.
And once again, perfectly played by Atlanta Faze, right? Abizi sort of peeking towards the middle of the map. They had that coverage. You had Simp on the flank, so Abizi knows he does not need to worry about getting shot in the back. And it was just simply too many players for Atlanta, too many angles to cover for LAG. And it helps when Selim, I mean, I don't know if he's lost a single 1v1 gunfight this entire series, but even if he didn't get that kill top Cantina, Simp was going to be there on the flank. And again, very well coordinated, hyper efficient stuff out of Atlanta. 2-0 up.
2-0 up. Again, it's momentum. Keeping LAG Academy on the back foot, that's going to be one of their goals for now. Another round, we're going to see Diamondcon once again with that snipe.
Yeah, clean hops as well. The question is, do you actually want to use the middle of the map? LAG Academy, they're stacking towards A. Gonna get pelted with the nades. They have a trophy at least to make sure they don't take the damage. And you might end up trading out a couple of your own players, right? HCod gets the first blood, but Abizi is flying at you with all of the aggression in the world. That does leave us in a 2v2. Both Faze players right around Cantina. I think they know Joe Deceives is down low.
You got to have an inkling, right? You heard Dead Silence activated, he heard that as well, and that tells you enough. However, that bomb is long gone. He's probably going to sit here for quite some time.
Yeah, what a strange sentence that you heard Dead Silence, but that is how the game plays, and that is Selim making use of the Dead Silence as well to find that extra pick. So Atlanta Faze, nice little rotation, good Dead Silence plays to put themselves into 2v1. See what the young man, Joe Deceives, can bring to try to fight it.
He might time this quite well. He's got there pretty fast. He's making a lot of noise, though. The trophy player for LAG Academy. And it's a good gunfight. It's a nice snap. Atlanta Faze will not apply too much pressure. They're happy to sit here and let this play happen.
And, I mean, good luck trying to gun sell in one of these spots. You can hear him just dancing around up there all day. And Joe Deceives is going to read it, but he gets met by a stun. The trade would have been there, and Simp able to gun him down. I mean, efficient stuff. Both teams right there. LAG Academy tried to take it to him. That was a triple hit over towards the Cantina building, so it was a nice attempt, but after the trades came through, I mean, it is the typical way of explaining how an S&D round gets won. Dead Silence play for Atlanta on that rotation. As clean and easy as it gets.
Dead Silence, one of the more important field upgrades you're ever going to see.
And you can hear it too. So.
In modern Call of Duty. Yeah, we're going to hear and see from basically anywhere. Good work, though, from Atlanta Faze here. What a rebound. 3-0 so far here on Mercado. Selim on a 3-3, Simp on a 2. Abizi looking for that first blood. Gets it, as is tradition.
Now, I think LAG Academy might have to pump the brakes. I think, yeah, they spotted out a C, but that just baits in Abizi, so there goes the man advantage. LAG Academy, though, still not the opportunity to plant the bomb. Simp is flanked in previous rounds, so right now it is just 3 different players worried about the 3 different avenues of attack. And they're trying to get it down, but HCod, he's got to make the call. They're coming, but he's able to stop the first. And just like that, the first blood does not matter. Advantage, LAG.
All hitting through the back angle alley now. There's Selim and Slasher. They are shoulder to shoulder in there. HCod's going to check a corner and find a bit of trouble there, but he's staying alive. Waiting for his teammates to back him up. And Assault, the man to get the job done. That was the POV of a fantastic teammate right there.
I mean, that's bait, non-stop bait, running back and forth. And on the flip side for Atlanta Faze, a little bit more of an example of some of the struggles that they have had in search. Did the hard thing, got the first blood, and just didn't waste too much time before throwing it back away. And even for LAG Academy, I'm thinking only 3 men around the bomb site. Not a fun spot to try to plan in, but Atlanta Faze just regrouped, all try to hit it from the same side, and LAG Academy too well prepared. So hey, at least get 1 round on the board, try to get some momentum going. And obviously, if you were paying attention to the snipe of Diamondcon, no success early on, so he puts it away. I think you might have a little sniper battle right here, but Joe Deceives did not have the help through the middle of the map that he needed. First blood for Self.
We might see a rebuttal with a snipe there. HCod, so much damage, but not enough to get the job done. I mean, that is the perfect example of a gunfight where he manages to stay alive in a tough spot. Abizi now trying to make his way through the bottom side as it is starting to mount up over here by the A-bomb site. Numbers there. Simp's going to find one. A C goes down. Assault tries to level it up. It's not going to happen. 3v1. Diamondcon last man.
Hey, pull it back out. Got to make the play. Has a different gun for the job on the TAC 56, and no one's cross-dressed yet. So this is his game plan. Try to kill the guy before he can dolphin dive to the side.
Perfect timing on the stun check. SPX back out in hand. Here we go. It's a narrow miss from Diamondcon. He has to back on up now.
And that's the big moment right there. If you hit that shot, there's potential in the round, but I guess you have dead silence maybe, and you can try to find the pick, but Selim will do this all day. None of these are going to be easy kills, and you got to get 3 of them with limited time. Too difficult.
Too difficult. Look at the shadows, look at the shoulders. And here they come. There's Faze all day, all map long. Beautiful work.
And a easy stage challenge too. I'm thinking there's not even a need, but he just jumps on it instantly. And Atlanta Faze, again, maybe one small mistake in the previous round. Outside of that, everything has been, I mean, exquisite. You get the sniper kills when needed him. Cell's got the cheeky angle to lock down the middle of the map. And again, we've seen Diamondcon jump up on the a defensive side, rather, the exact same spot every time. Cell just picks a different one. You know if someone's sniping over mid and they think it's clear, that seems like it's freedom to run down the pipe, but COD just gets caught. So Atlanta Faze doing a lot of little things right too.
So LAG Academy got now on offense once again. A big old hit towards the A-bomb site. Faze have waited out the grenades. And it looks like we might create a bit of noise, but Simps on a very, very fast and silent flank.
And that looks like that's going to be the play call from HCod to try to take him down. And yet they're at least able to get some shots through and force him to back down. So 4v3 with a little bit of the intel and the plant spot to not get seen from mid. LAG will get this down, but that tunnel hits coming quick, and Atlanta Faze making moves. A couple trades come through, the bomb does get planted, and these players for Atlanta, they got the 2v2 they wanted.
Oh, it's still all down to Slasher 1v2, no chance. LAG Academy, the trap was set, and you send everyone from Faze down one angle. They got him up.
And that entire thing, by the way, is just the timing from LAG Academy. If they wait an extra half second to jump on that bomb plant, it doesn't go down. COD get caught a little bit sooner, and that could be very different. But again, HCod, as soon as he wraps back, get the information that Simp was trying to flank, and you shut that down, the rest of the Academy team completely jumped on top of things and made sure they executed the game plan of the round. So even from the Embassy, I mean, LAG right now, the game plan is always on point. The execution against Atlanta, though, still got a long way to go.
The hit now from Faze. Keep an eye on those corners, ladies and gents. Expect to see Slasher in those potentially all year long. As Faze diligently check the corners before they approach towards the warehouse now. Expecting to see presence there, but there's no one home. They've wasted everything. But they will gain information there from Slasher's first blood.
Yeah, already done a job, and look at Atlanta. They already know that if there was nobody at B, no stuns connected, they are going to be flying to wrap back. So straight up juked them out, and LAG are quick to respond, so it still will be a 50-50 meetup. Diamondcon
popped their science as well, so we're going to see the engagement now take place. Back over towards A. We've done a long way round. Massive work there from Slasher. Over the top come Faze. Now hit the back alley hard. COD taken care of. Massive work now for Assault, all on his own. It's a technical 1v4, and the bomb is planted.
Yeah, he's on a 3 spree as well, so you don't want to go down 5-2, but this is not looking likely. Maybe find an extra couple kills, see if they feed you anything, and try to take it. And I think Atlanta Faze, you know, BZ jumps on that gunfight 9 times out of 10. I think they know all what Assault is trying to do right now is play for streaks.
Yeah, if he gets it, it'd be huge. 25. No streaks. Atlanta Faze find themselves now at map point.
And another good round. That is a typical example of what we're talking about, Slasher, and like the ability that he brings to the team of like that playing for big style. Leave him in the deepest corner of the map available. Make an aggressive play call because you have someone like a BZ on your team, and as soon as either one of those dynamics works out for you, you just adjust off of that. Slasher gets that first kill. Instant wrap back from the rest of Atlanta. And again, so far this game has been nearly flawless outside of, you know, one small mistake of a round that was well in the past.
One more round, all Faze need to try to forget the mistake of the first map. And Simp has the tie across towards A. BZ going to be sent in there to try to cause some damage. The second floor now, he's going to get hit out. COD tagged up, but BZ now from the top floor, he might be able to get himself a second. Lots of information passed over here. Faze in a great spot.
Well, the entire adjustment LAG Academy just made is trying to play off of Simp when he's usually been flanking. So that's what HCod is actually doing for his team. So the other two, waiting for HCod to make this play. And I think he might be a little bit, yes, Selim heard that from a mile away. And that entire play just gets completely shut down. And COD is the next one to fall in Atlanta Faze. In an untypical fashion, lose the first hard point and come back in the search and destroy and just pick the team apart.
Diamondcon, it's done. Atlanta Faze, they find the equalizer there in the search and destroy, and they tie things up 1-1. in a decisive way as well. Chance, I must admit, Faze looking pretty good there in search. Has to be said, LAG Academy certainly thrived in that sort of chaotic situation. We saw an Embassy. They didn't quite have the precision. Well, that's succinct gameplay when it comes to that search. We'll see what happens for them. 6-2 there on the map, 1-1 in the series.
Well, honestly, maybe a couple fresh faces, but even players like Diamond Con, when he was in the league, he was no stranger to at least a little bit of success. He just sort of fell sort of on that bubble side of, you know, yet to really launch himself towards the top of the league.
Here we go. Once again, LAG Academy. It's a slight variation from the opening break in the last one, but this time round, the gunfight's a little bit more protracted there against Celium. Sim's going to be there, they want to drop. Here come the nades. Here comes an early opener. Joe Deceives on the point already. Watch out for those nades. They're going to cook you real fast. No trophies to play just yet. No stack just yet. Abiji through mid. Somehow gets two, and the Terrors join him in the feed.
Yeah, that is a trade that unfortunately you need to get if you want to have any success in. That's a kill you got to win if you want to have a good time over towards B. Celium is going to be a menace in that spot all year long. Slasher, on the flip side, at least is able to pick up one, but now more standard stuff of the way control plays out. Those close spawns will be ever present for the side of LAG Academy. We're trying to quickly work on this A zone capture.
Yep, they're in there fast. Two players now stacking it. Assault the first man to drop. That just tells you where Faze are coming from. Two-man hit now through the main arches, two through red. Here comes the play. Diamond Con trying to hold it down. Trophy systems keeping everything at bay. And BZ now through the side gets two. Boy being brought down. A is gone. So the C's can't get them both.
Yeah, you try to snake Slasher there in that moment, but Slasher ready for it. But at least the A zone gets captured. Now it's about sort of this like step-by-step process.
Wow.
Clear out your spawn, gunning it. Slasher actually would have been a very nice start. It at least gets traded out. And you see right now, Bedroom, a lot of these players for LAG Academy are going to be wrapping around through this side of the map. It'll be Simp, the main man they need to deal with. But in the meantime, Atlanta Faze are playing aggressive on the top side of the map. So a lot of interesting potential here for Atlanta Faze to try to make LAG's life hell. But at least they've cleared out Bedroom.
Ooh, step by step, they're getting it done. 16 lives to attack with LAG Academy, 19 on defense for Atlanta Faze. Starting to whittle them down. Celium. Great move. Diamond Con over the long-range coverage. There's the nades from Joe Deceives. We're going on the point. Now we have it. Going to be to get there in time. No, we can't. Big time now for LAG Academy. Potentially take the map.
I mean, this is it. Already, or at least the round, they should be able to get it. A single tickets come through. A seed does get chopped down, and the trophy's maybe to keep your life alive. And a beam like that is enough to get it done. Crazy gunfight, but for LAG, created the moment, got 2 ticks on the zone, and now just 1 more to go. But keep in mind, they are down by lives. So you have to be very careful about how they play this. They got to start getting these trades.
Smooth work. Backline now open. Just under a minute to work with. Oh dear. All the flanks are now opening up for Atlanta Faze. Their options now, possibly as great as they can be. LAG Academy, 8 lives left on offense.
Oh, something too. Yeah, had the dead silence play right there. Just gets to fly straight around and gets the reset on the dead silence as well. So Simp with a little bit of freedom, and Selling does have the read, gets the players one shot, but he's going to be just yelling that everybody's coming through the doors. A BZ ready for the first, gets out of dodge, and Atlanta Faze, they've got the pinch set up on the hill. They have bedroom control as well. It looks like they've done enough to secure this defensive round win.
It's the final lives now for LAG Academy. Diamond Con holding it down for a second. 15 remaining in the round, seconds-wise. Selim's going to be there holding back, and this should be it. Joe Deceives can win this. Okay, wait a minute. Slasher, going to have to go big here. Final seconds now taken away. Here they go, straight on the point. Joe Deceives stays alive. He's the last man up for the team. If he does this, might have to shave my head. Thank God. Atlanta Faze from the first round.
Not even close. It is kind of funny as well. Obviously a 1v8, and you know the player's going to be swarming Joe Deceives. Not a situation they're going to be able to win, but one of those rare moments where you'd rather be the trophy player than the dead silence. The nade just pelting on point. It's impossible. But overall for LAG, again, they got 2 ticks of the zone. They did a pretty good job on offense. That's best case scenario in terms of actually losing the round on offense. And if not for Slasher, truly just gunning a couple players down on point, they would have been able to secure that one. So that is a gun skill bailout, I'd say, for that round for Atlanta. Not something they're unaccustomed to.
Sure, those stacks, multiple players capturing the point at the same time. That's going to be the name of the game here. LAG kills out either side. Selim's going to now manage to get themselves over towards that A zone. That's the kitchen, that's the restaurant side of the map. So far, all good. Atlanta Faze, slow stack up. Here comes the pinch.
Well, I mean, you have to be able to read this pinch in this moment. You know the situation in restaurant. You see a BZ getting down shots as well. So Selim able to turn your attention. But as soon as the BZ falls, now Selim actually has to dance with a couple different players. A little bit of a snake off towards the restaurant side of the map, and looks like Slasher there to be the cleanup man on the play. Atlanta Faze a little bit more controlled off the respawn, but it's still a bit of a slow play over towards this A zone. Only one man on the point. Everybody else right now gets to roam a little bit, gets to try and slay.
Here comes the potential slays. Joe Deceive so aggressive. Slight advantage there against Slasher in the fight, takes it all the way. You've nearly finished the work at the A zone now, though, for Atlanta Faze. Slowly but surely, they'll get this one done. Last minute counter-attack now from LAG Academy, and it will not amount to much. A couple of lives going either way, a bit of a team kill, but nonetheless, A will be done.
And tell him he's been on this side of the map on both offense and defense. He's getting the pressure on Assault, and that opens up the pressure towards the point.
Damn.
Big gunfight window from Assault to try to shut things down, and at least he's making things mixy, does the damage for Sip to get the trade and exceed the two-piece to keep things secure. No bedroom control right now for LAG, but at least they're not, you know, the pressure isn't completely on.
No, not over yet, though. Terrifying tick there of the Sentex Slasher. He has not been spotted. Oh, awkward fight, though. Awkward fight! The Exceed wins. Selling him now, trying to back him up. Nades up over the top. They're at the bedroom side. That's the goal now for Assault. Trying to keep this zone as safe as possible. 1 minute 30 still to go.
And Atlanta Faze just saw the pressure on bedroom. Like, they've kept this completely locked down, so this is the 50-50 moment. Atlanta Faze would win a couple of these gunfights and the break would be in, but not the gunfight wins they were looking for. They get shut down on every section of the map. And now Diamond Con down low has the dead silence pop. And Steve can hear this from a mile away. Gets to try to chip away at these lives.
It's in perfect position now to take care of these plays. 16 lives left for LAG Academy on defense. They're somewhat spread out, so for now, I mean, it's, you know, you can lose a kill here or there. You've still got main eyes over towards the zone. You've got eyes on all the power positions. Here they come.
Well, Salim is worried about bedroom, so that arrow's not going to move. The play for Atlanta on the flank. Joe Deceive spotting these players on the cross. I mean, the Academy team has everything covered for the moment.
They're going to try to make the cross. Patient play out of Easy doesn't pay off this time round. Joe Deceive still holding down the outside of the hotel. No, thank you, sir. We are closed today. 30 seconds.
And now, I mean, what do? You don't even have the time to go for these full flanks for Atlanta anymore. You're going to have to go through the front. But Selim actually does win the big gunfight. That was his standoff, and Selim is able to get two. Single-handedly opens this up.
Exceed's doing this alone for now. Waiting for the reinforcements to get in there ASAP. Selim can't get the third. Exceed's holding it down. Slasher wins a big one. Here comes the trades out of bounds. Joe Deceives through the smoke. Gets them both. Gets them off the point for now. The play is still alive, but only barely. Simp with less than 15. He stopped it.
Also an 11v8. Wow, he's just going to jump on it. Aggressive as hell. Able to at least get one, but someone's got to dive on the point. Time is ticking. Easy nearby, but he's stunned. You have to get there, and you can't afford to move.
Oh, he's getting tagged up. He's got mid-cover. Two-piece from Slasher. Throws a sweet nade. 5.2 on the clock. Slasher still holding it down. Can't quite take care of his seed. Assault now. There we go. Selim still keeping it alive, though. The kills are there. And just in the nick of time, Faze take them. What was a crazy round.
Dude, just straight up bullying them towards the end. Dude, the entire flank play gets shut down. Joe Deceives picks up the big two, and then Selim just puts them on skates. Open things up for the team, and again, when you've cleared out bedroom, when you can get the pressure on point, even for defense, it is not easy to funnel through these choke points. And they just end up getting picked apart. That is a big win from Atlanta. They were down on lives, they were down on time. The pressure was certainly on, but they delivered. And I mean, as is tradition, Selim with a nice KD. Simp certainly in the mix with 17 kills as well. They've been close rounds, but Faze, the 3-0 they're looking for the end, at least of this map, a little bit less so.
Extremely close round. At first blood from Mbizi, just the tiniest crack in the door, knows there's going to be a player there. An MW2 classic we can all learn from. For now, we're capturing A slowly but surely for LAG Academy. This is a BZ on the flank. We've seen this play not work out in the past, but this time it probably will. Diamond Con not looking at it. Finds one. Joe Deceives up next. A BZ guns them both a 3-spree now and a safe A.
I think they were really hoping no one was going to flank at all. Funnily enough for Selim, though, that entire team just spawned on him, so good luck trying to survive this one.
Whoa.
Somehow takes down a player with them, and you can see how quick Simp was to get in reposition to make sure they keep that bedroom control. And
Wow.
LAG, they're feeling the pressure. They're getting killed by stuns. Now they're already back over spawning by kitchen, so they are, for the moment, stuck in the blender.
Slasher finds 2 out of that fight. Unbelievable. That is a massive victory in that situation. Now LG Academy trying to fan on out. Reinforcements arriving. A busy spree continues one side of the map to the other. He's killed his way across the whole thing. Now he's got himself streaks.
I feel like this might be it as well, at least for this map. It feels like deflation. The gunfights start coming through like this. Atlanta Faze on cruise control, and Jodecives at least gets the bounce back, get the clearance, and the A zone will get captured. But you were down 8 lives. You have so much of the map now that you need to work through. Celium is living inside of your spawn. I'd say for Atlanta, this is just all about the spawn manipulation time. Know that the play's coming on the flank.
Oh, they know it's coming. Jodecives, he's got the coverage there with Diamondcon. They managed to get through. One more player to deal with on the outside. They battle their way over towards B. An offensive round win for LAG Academy essential here to stay alive on the map.
Big gunfight wins though. I mean, Faze, it is the 2 ARs that are picking them apart. Beezy might have one in tow as well. So all of that work, all that time spent just to get dropped, and maybe Diamondcon will see Atlanta Faze's counting skills. Because for the moment, there is not a single arrow that is concerned about the fact that they have a man behind enemy lines. And maybe they don't need to care, that they can just continue to spawn kill.
We'll see. Diamondcon holding the sparse side of the map, and it's anything but relaxing right now. He might actually be able to make something happen here. Get a couple of kills, worry about these players elsewhere, but Abizi is in lobby. There it is, what a snap. Good work, Diamondcon not able to get it done. 8 lives now remaining for LAG Academy here on offense. And they need every single one of them. 30 seconds now to try to stop the clock by capturing B.
Yeah, I mean, hey, a few of these rounds are close, but this third one, not so much. Atlanta Faze got the ball rolling. I mean, Abizi starts winning just the absurd gunfights that he is absolutely prone to do, and he did it from the standing position. Might take after this map win. Victory lap for the final few kills. 10 seconds to go. And a last ditch effort from LAG. Hey, they got a 3 down.
It's not over yet. There's only 5 lives remaining. They may not need all 5. Here we go. The capture. It's a single man for now. Reinforcements arriving. Selling with a crossfire. XC's got top covered. Oh my good God. One segment's already gone.
And you got Sasha though. Sasha's man trying to jump over from the back desk. You can already see wins the first gunfight. No respawns remaining, but still, the pressure is on the point. That is 2 ticks through.
2 ticks through. And there's a streak.
Good God. Yeah, good luck.
Gets it done. That should be it. That should be the map. Consolation kills from Assault, but that is going to amount to not a lot. Atlanta Faze, they take the control 3-0.
A lot of that, hey, we might be able to get this done. We got pressure on the point. What's that sound in the background? Oh, the precision, yeah.
One embassy, should that be the will of these players? But for Atlanta Faze now, confidence surely at an all-time high after the big wins there, the 3-0 on control. Let's get it.
And I'd say for LAG Academy, they are spawning on the unpreferred side of the map, so it is a 2-step problem. They want to attempt to flip these spawns and sell him. He's put himself in a corner, so we can hear the players behind him, but it gets read by Jodecives. I don't know if that's going to be enough for the spawn flip, but no, you see Stellan, he'll be right back in his home, and Atlanta Faze right inside of the hill, so solid stuff off the rip. Exceed with the 2-piece to at least get him out of time. But those spawns for Atlanta, as long as they're at the bottom side of the mini-map, they're feeling comfortable.
Yeah, they want to keep that side no matter what. Slash it all they can to keep the right-hand side of the map safe. Now Simp's going to feel a whole lot of pressure on towards this hard point. Those 14 seconds, a consolation if anything, but okay, right through the middle tunnel we go now. Slasher, last man up, selling with the close spawns, but he's going to have to get in that fight ASAP. He does. Diamondcon slowed somewhat. The LAG Academy are just on the outskirts of the new hardpoint.
I mean, they're doing everything they can to at least try to get inside in contested. All of those post spawns consistently coming through for Atlanta, and they just make them pay. LAG a little bit too slow, but maybe quick to the brakes. Tim, I mean, he's doing it with just impacts of the nades, and LAG are trying to fight, trying to keep it scrappy. But just always a little bit too slow. All those power positions, it's the Atlanta Faze players that always have the control.
Again, they're real quick. A little bit of time now for LAG Academy. Abizi with a dolphin dive right into his doom. Jodecives straight it out as the kills keep going either side, and it is non-stop here on P2. LAG Academy, though, they'll stay alive, they'll stop the bleeding, and they should be able to take a decent chunk of this, if not all of it, as everyone on Faze going towards next.
I mean, hey, that's big wins through and through, like non-stop. Atlanta Faze had the close spawns for the majority of that hill, but you see 1 in 5 for Abizi, 1 in 4 for Selim, and the first time Selim has even a slightly slow start. LAG has the lead, and big plays from Jodecives. Man's been a menace in hardpoint, trying to continue it through, but 2 players jump all over him, and there's only 1 trade that LAG are able to connect with, so Atlanta Faze clean on the rotation. Beezy gets his 2nd kill of the round, and Atlanta trying to set themselves up right now to retake that lead.
Here they come. Alley side hit. Only 1 trophy there on the downstairs of the hardpoint, so Diamondcon and Co should be able to make their way forward. Here comes the hit towards the front. Heavy tags there. Abizi's got the guns up. Selling now repositions every door. Covers him. He's the first in the feed. And Abizi, wow, what a bit of work there. Last man alive, Diamondcon. Is he able to find anything? 2 kills, bit of damage, not enough. Atlanta Faze hold.
And funnily enough, LAG, they're actually going to set up to try to make a second attempt at this break while Assault is being the man responsible for the rotation. So a lot of interesting things happening on the map, but it is trades on the top side, which means Atlanta Faze get the scrap. And as far as that rotation goes, the most important thing, and really the theme, is to control this Cantina building. So if Faze have it, you can take your time to work this break. LAG, that might be a moment they look back on and feel a little bit of pain.
Speaking of pain, here it comes. Go to Steve's the new hard point. Trophy's going to be down. Backline covered, opened up wide. Numbers from the front. Soul's going to win the wallbang battle. And now Celium trying to clear out everything he possibly can. From the heads to the tips of their toes. So much damage done. And Faze are all over the place. Looking to make the breakthrough on Barbershop. A tough hard point to get in. Whoa, come on.
Yeah, those are just good reads as well. Predicts the flank coming through, and honestly though, he needs to make up for it because I think he had the team nade that shut the entire push down for Atlanta. So now you lose that Cantina control. Now you're forced to try to hit this through the front, and Selling might be worried about the back alley, but the action is inside, and Diamond Con with the big 2, or excuse me, Cho deceives. Their name almost the exact same number of letters, but they get the job done, and one little teammate like that, LAG take great advantage of. Effectively a perfect full 60, and another lead exchange in this game. The Academy team with the lead.
Chaining a lovely amount of hard point time together. Over to the courtyard now of the warehouse, up next. And so far Atlanta Faze are in, but Diamond Con sneaking his way forward. Celium's going to be tagged. If you notice damage dealt, he might be able to go forward. May have just found an opening. Check every corner you can. Sits there. Big win. BC finds another. We're holding the hard point down now for Atlanta Faze. Looking to bring the lead back. HCod can't check all the corners at the same time. He's going to be brought down as well. And Assault, his head is next on the chopping block. Bang.
Yeah, there he goes. Sim, by the way, in the middle of one of his finer performances so far this year. He has been destroying the kill feed. He's been popping off and making plays, and again, he was the guy that got shut down by the team nade. Right now, I think for Atlanta, keep Sim alive. You're gonna have a good time.
Flash runs up. Seems to be there in the kill feed again. As LAG Academy have been stopped at every single turn here on this hard point. 20 seconds left. Atlanta Faze looking to get the perfect 60. Now they dived off it for a sec, but essentially a perfect hold. As Faze bounced right back into this one, the lead firmly theirs.
Well, I mean, this is sort of the exchange game that we have in Modern Warfare 2 of a full 60 effectively on one side, potentially just for the other team to transfer it into a full 60 of their own on the other. LAG firmly there on this rotation. They've been here for a minute. Now it's just about the hold. You're funneling him through a very small alley, and the only player able to get a kill is Sim, as he is diving his way in. 16 kills to his name.
He's in 17. Now he's hitting the top floor ASAP. Diamond Con's going to check it. Whoa, the damage was just there. Not enough health to regen, but either way, the rest of his teammates are in. Faze are upstairs. HCod with a big one upstairs. Oh, he finds a second as well. That's going to be a good break. LAG with a hard point.
Oh, big wins just to be able to like sort of survive this Simp onslaught on the way up towards this hill. So a few seconds to contest come through, but otherwise a pretty perfect hill for LAG. Not going to be a crazy lead that they're leaving this hill with, and they're not going to have a fun time on that setup for new. Atlanta Faze, I mean, all 4 of those arrows just trying to lock down the right side of the map. Simp, I think, he's thinking about a little bit of scrap time as well, and he's going to take it. So it's not like you even build yourself as a lead. Simp's making annoying plays as the rest of Atlanta trying to lock down both the middle and right side of the map.
Parking lot's open. Simp's trying to hold the front, basically alone. There's a man on the cross. Nade up top. Slasher brought down as well, so the last 2 players have now got to scramble, trying to get towards the point. They're in, Abizi's got the shots. Nade doesn't leave his hand, he dies with it, and that's going to be a decent hold, LAG.
Hey, and that's also a setup from Atlanta Faze where Abizi goes so high up towards the top middle of the map that he starts spawning his teammates on top of him. So all that effort is set up new for that rotation, just to get broken down immediately. Moment of the game right there in my mind, at least up to this point, as LAG, now it's where you could just be on cruise control. Atlanta spawning across the map. They are getting punished for their mistakes, and I mean, back-to-back in these hard points, LAG are looking clean.
Academy team holding it down. Sees looking to get himself streaks. On a 4, gets away with his life. We'll be able to deal with that in a moment. Hard point's nearly done. Trophy batters him. Back over to P1 we go. The long first set of rotations complete. LAG Academy, a wonderful start.
I mean, this is just sort of operation. Like, you can play for spawns, you can sort of dive bomb a little bit at a time on P1. It's similar to what we saw on Embassy, where they've just put themselves in such a good spot that you have options of how you want to play. Now, the bottom side spawns, they're in the hands of Atlanta, but the hill time for the moment, just to rack up the lead even further. LAG Academy, again, It's almost how the tables turn. You make one small mistake against them, and they are just punishing Faze.
Yeah, big time punish. 35 remaining on the first point. So far, it's been a great hold from LAG Academy. Not going to be able to win it here, but you look towards P2. If you get a decent break, it's going to be all yours. We force the game 5. Diamond Con, 5 spree. Wow, he's flying forward. Pressure still on, but Faze are desperately trying to break it. Yeah, they have spawns for P2. They cannot get anywhere near it. Keep the kills going. Keep that front line solid. Joe deceives. He's going to be the man sneaking forward.
And no one really from LAG Academy ever tried to flank and flip those spawns, but that's because they ended up getting a 20-25 seconds on this P1 hill. And I mean, hey, 30 seconds away to end this game, and near a 100-point lead. Now, they had a similar situation on Embassy. Faze did start to make the comeback, and Faze currently firmly in control of this new hard point. So this game is not over. But LAG, again, have to make sure that if they get the break, great. If not, they have to rotate. But honestly, the break might be in.
Here it goes. HCod. He might be in. Is this going to be enough? Faze are going to be scrambling to try to get forward here. Desperately trying to get in. Top and bottom floor of the cantina full now of LAG Academy players. There's the damage dealt. You've nearly got it. Faze are still winding up for the hit, but the kills keep coming through. They've gunned them all down. It's 20 for the win.
Here we go, man. LAG Academy, they are looking for that game 5.
Oh, they're fighting tooth and nail for it. Here comes the final 10 seconds. Faze, it's a 3-pronged attack, all angles covered, but LAG Academy have got it. 5 now for the win. And we're looking at a game 5 in this first series for the day for these teams. Diamond Con cleans out the bottom, and what do you know, ladies and gentlemen? We are going to a game 5.
Dude, good lord. Atlanta Faze, I think they had the best hardpoint record in the league coming into this 5-2, walking into Major 1. LAG Academy, both hardpoints, smacking them around, beating them down, incredibly efficient gameplay through and through. And even sort of the one thing I was looking at of like Selim's been piecing up in this series, he went dead even, 17-17, clutch up at the control, finish off with a dominant round. But I'm to the point I'm like, yo, your hardpoint really does not look that good. And if you get the bounce back right here for LAG Academy, who big attempt with a snipe off the rip, no success. But LAG, an opportunity to quite literally shock the competitive Call of Duty world early on in this tournament.
Day 1 of the major, what a great time to do it. Tons of information passed over. You know the fight's going to be here over by B. And that is where LAG Academy are bringing their big guns. He's on the late flank. He's not in a great spot, but he is in a good spot. Maybe catch Slasher here.
And I think, yeah, number 6, Jodeci's down low. He's taking a sweet time. Slasher, he's incredibly loud. And I think, honestly, he might just get caught. They have to know that he's back there. This is the first man he got to kill.
Jodeci's. Oh, that's tough. They've dropped the ball in a big way. HCod trying to catch the snipe out, maybe not. Diamond Con still in the back line. This is big. You need that player in position there to stop anyone from Faze getting close to the bomb. Assault. Nerves. Nades. Stays alive. 20 seconds on the clock.
And I don't know how, but he's got to try to pounce on it, and HCod's got to try to get out with his life. Now, Diamond Con wins the gunfight up in the top building, but another player just gets out 1 HP. Someone's got to hop this bomb, and Diamond Con, the coverage has to be perfect.
They know they're on it. Here comes Sim! He had to wait, time it right, and he got a little bit of magic on his side. A fantastic 2-piece to seal the round for Faze.
And it's just a moment like that for Slasher where he is loud. He doesn't have that silence active at all, and he just barely gets out with his life, and there's 2 players there, but I don't know if that's just the sound cue for Jodeci's not coming through, if the communication is slightly off. But that player that was back behind the window above Slasher, if he had gotten that kill just a little bit sooner, it's a 4v3 retake. You get a clear out top office and all of that potential, but small little misstep. Atlanta Faze take advantage, 1 round up.
Spicy round though. Perfect synchronicity there from Atlanta Faze on the offensive throws. Nobody home though, over there by B.
Big wins though out of Diamond Con again. Doesn't need a sniper necessarily to get those first bloods. Attack 56 will pay off for you. Symptho does even the odds, and right now Atlanta Faze, there's quite a bit of map control. I mean, you have a guy like Sim just staring at that bomb underneath his feet, and you do not want to have a sniper to try to get it back.
The embassy not going to be a good place to go right now for LAG Academy. Corners covered. It's Faze in this 3v3 situation now. They've got this side of the map all sweet.
And this is the entire thing. Maybe they're trying to kill Selim first. I mean, you have a player, I'm assuming, up top for HCod. Yeah, he just gets hunted down. So now you have to go back to square one of actually collecting this bomb. And it's the Terrors. Good luck with that one, and goodbye. Shut the door as you're closing this round in their face. Assault for the 1v3.
Is he going to check the cell? No, he's not. Atlanta Faze, another good round.
And that is just, I mean, again, truly the most unfortunate moment when you're the sniper player. It's like, do I have to go pick up that bomb in the hallway? So you try to make a play somewhere else on the map, but Celium, the one quote off map that he had, he still went dead even. Right back on his BS, 3 kills, nerdy spots, couple of picks as well in the rounds. Celium, again, it was a very brief break, but back to potentially that Final Four.
Regular season MVP. Could be a grand finals MVP, but the man has simply done it all. World champion on Cold War. One of the most dynamic and exciting players. Oh, the trophy was but bait. It does get destroyed. He managed to cross over towards the B-bomb site now for Atlanta Faze, and there's the fast pass. Classic 4v4 retake situation right now. LAG Academy banging their way through mid.
Oh, but this is just looking hopeless. You don't have PD control, you don't have top AC control, you have nothing to try and retake this, and Abizi, Dead Silence just wears off so he can't pounce, but should be able to take the freebie. This fight, I don't know how this works out. Assault, the trade actually doesn't come through. HCod is going the wrong direction.
No way.
In Atlanta Faze, the setup was too clean towards the end. Either way, I thought as soon as he shot, HCod was going to fly out for the child, but maybe a misstep of going down the stairs instead of up. And yeah, cruise control right now for Atlanta. I think they've talked over their S&D.
They talked over something. Whether it's, hey, how about we try to avoid hard points against LAG Academy for the rest of our lives. 3-0 so far here on Embassy Faze, looking particularly strong.
And 0-3 with the boomstick. HCod is going to be keeping it out. A little bit more destruction laid to trophies than the players, but it's going to give it that old college try. We'll see if Celium wants to overpeak just a little bit, maybe for a new haircut. There it is. You keep it out for a reason. HCod, first blood.
It's a great way to start the round. Interesting looks again from LAG Academy. DiamondCon, prolific with a snipe. It's good to see HCod can do it as well. A deep playbook right now for our challenger team. Can they get themselves on the board here in the round?
Maybe a slow flank coming through or slow play. Actually, Abizi has found himself down low, and that Dead Silence getting ready to be activated. So maybe looking to jump and fly out and challenge the sniper Abizi. He's got options.
There he goes. Perfect timing, Joe Deceives. Cut down, second from Abizi. My God, what a play. Could be looking at the ace here. He's managed to reset that Dead Silence. Players are above him. They're going to reposition. Assault's going to back on up. Last man left alive now in the round for LAG Academy. Gun down, taken a bed, and that is it. 4 now to nothing Faze.
Not even remotely close. I mean, not even like a shoulder thrown before the chow. I think Joe Deceives just hits the dolphin dive, and again, that is the worst timing possible, as Abizi had just used the Dead Silence, and I mean, Simp really started to crank things up on map 4, and maybe the alley-oop to Abizi after the fact. I know I got that backwards, but Simp got the final kill.
He does indeed. 4-0. Abizi yet to die here on the map. 5-0 for him. Pressure is now on for LAG Academy. You've come so far. You have pushed one of the best teams in the world to the absolute brink in a series. Keep digging. Keep finding that special stuff. Show us why you deserve to be here.
Abizi just puts himself in a corner, maybe to try to listen to these players. DiamondCon knows that he can do it too. He will phase up if he needs to. Over by the box portion of the map, Joe Deceives is looking for his first kill. Slasher maybe the man that'll be that first victim.
And talk about a battle of the wits. It's patience right now. Joe Deceives. Patient. Oh, teamwork helps a lot. There's another massive set of kills. LAG Academy now with the man advantage. Abizi though with Dead Silence looking to get on the board.
Yeah, finally with the big opportunity and that bomb down as well. LAG should be able to secure this one clean and easy. Nobody needs to make a mistake, and Abizi gets caught as well. Nice coverage there from Assault, reading the ladder push, and now it's just Celium by himself in 1v4. No time to work with, and might as well make a little bit of noise.
Whoa, okay, top right. Inner laundry. Clean yourself up. Get ready for the next 3 members of LA Academy to come your way. Checks the wrong corner. LAG Academy, they do manage to get on the board, and a very solid round indeed, 4-1.
Yeah, and you get off the donut cam as well. I know players have talked about this for years. If you're a couple rounds in, you don't have a kill, that sits in the back of your mind. As soon as you get the first, though, confidence sort of sets back in, and LAG very much down, by no means out. They will be back on the attack. They've had a little bit of success with the sniper on the right side of the map, maybe to work that B bomb site. They just got picked apart by the dead silence plays of Abizi after the fact, and I think HCod, if he can do it once, you keep the same idea a second time. By the looks of it, no one on Atlanta is actually going to be dealing with it, so an opportunity for a quick lead plan.
Yeah, keep an eye on mid. There's at least one on the cross now, Diamond Con. He's got a very important job not letting Abizi get involved here. That bomb's gone down. Here we go. 4v4 retake. 2-2 split for Atlanta Faze on the retake. Diamond Con puts Abizi down on 1 HP.
Yeah, a student of the Celium camp. Diamond Con knows how to play. And now only down to 30 seconds. It's the double flank coming through. These are the guys for Atlanta Faze that need to try to clear out top PD. So Slasher, dead silence is active. They're going to be quiet, but that doesn't mean it's not an easy read.
They've got to be quicker. Assault around the window, buying time. This is all huge. Slasher does get another one. That's going to be the kills either side. Looking out for the last few members of LAG Academy. Pistol at range. Selim's got it. HCod. No. Got to fly towards the bomb. Sim's going to be there. Sim's going to be. Oh my God. Doesn't get the defuse though. Atlanta Faze. What a retake.
Dude, the absolute breakdown. If you are challenged with a pistol in a gunfight like that, I mean, don't get me wrong, Sim's going to be staring at that door one way or another, but no one able to win the gunfight on LAG Academy. Everybody got pushed back against the wall, and the double deady play on the flank just pays off for Atlanta. So, hey, credit for the nice shot. As only your second kill, and you just lost a round where you had a perfect bomb plan, the setup that you want, and it just did not matter. Atlanta has been dominant so far in S&D.
Match point, Atlanta Faze. One more round. And here we go. Dolphin Dive already across towards the B-bomb site. You're going to see a 2-2 split from LAG Academy here.
Already, well, maybe not a fast plant necessarily, but players in position. The Terror's right around the corner, and no time wasted because there's no reason to waste it. B-bomb planted on the flank. Slasher's finding the first pick, so you get the bomb down and the first blood. Atlanta Faze wanted to end this one quick.
Here we go. It was a terror sandwich on the outside of orange there, and now with 35 on the clock, it's going to go boom, and so will the series. Assault's pop Deddy. Is he making anything happen here? It's creep through middle as well from HCod. Assault right into the fight. He goes now, trying to clear out the site, and it's going to be Simp on that one alone. Diamond Con loses the fight upstairs. That might be it. 20 seconds left. I think the power position is done. LAG Academy fall. They crumble in the final moments. There is a 6-1 in the search and destroy as the final map of the series done, and it was so close. They're just a little far there for LAG Academy. I think, oh, what, are we tipping the cap chance? We're saying good fight, lads. I mean, the search not great, control not great, but man, that hard point, that was something.
100% tipping the cap to LAG. Again, they're playing against quite literally the best players in the world, where even the coaching staff has world champions on it, and all the resources and all the time and experience against the pro team. So 100% LAG Academy looks fantastic. I say for the flip side for Atlanta, that it unanswers questions and then poses new ones.
Way more.
Coming into the tournament, we're like, okay, the hard point's great. Yes, not so much. And then in the series, the Academy team picks them apart in the hard point, but then they're